gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ ọ̀dọ́ tá a jọ ń káàkiri ọ̀dọ́jọ́ ni wá ẹ má jẹ́ kí a fi àyè gba Fúlàní lórí ilẹ̀ àwọn bàbá wa ẹ má jẹ́ ká bú ọba mọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ ká bú jòyè mọ́ nígbà tá a la fẹ́ jà fún àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wa táwa ń kọ́kọ́ ń bú ọba tá à ń bú jòyè èmi náà ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ rí bọ́mọ pẹ́rẹ́ àmì padà ẹ má jẹ́ ká bú àgbààgbà kankan mọ́ ẹ má bolóṣèlú kankan ẹ̀rù kálukú ń bẹ̀rù wọn ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ ọba ò lè sọ ìjòyè lè sọ ẹ jẹ́ ká ronú ẹ má jẹ́ ká bá àwọn bàbá jà mọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ bú wọn mọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ àṣẹ wọn àwọn ará pẹ̀lú wọn àwọn àgbà tó bá jó lóṣèlú tá a bá fẹ́ kọ́ wọn rẹ̀ wá lọ́wọ́ á gbé wọn mọ́ra á gbé wọn mọ́ra ni à ní bú wọn mọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ àṣejẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ má jẹ́ àdàlúrú a lè gba ẹ̀tọ́ wa láì ṣèjẹ̀gbọ́n a lè gba ẹ̀tọ́ wa láì yìnbọn a lè gba ẹ̀tọ́ wa láì dàlúrú gbogbo protest mo ṣe ní ìlú Nàìjíríà mi ò rí ibi tí mo ti ẹnìkan lè sọ pé mo pààyàn tàbí mo jó nǹkan náà tàbí mo bà nǹkan jẹ́ mo lọ písù torí pé olówó lèmi náà tí ò bá sólówó lára ń dì mọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tọ́lọ́run fún yẹn lọ́lọ́run fún mi mi ṣe tálákà tó dé pé mo dìde fún jà Yorùbá big man ni mí àwọn tó jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó súnmọ́ mi tó ní owó ní kí ni mo wá lọ bẹ̀ pé sọ́wọ́ lè mi mò ń fẹ́ ni kí n sọ yìí tí mo fẹ́ mo ní ìsọ̀rọ̀ owó àní ọ̀rọ̀ ìran mi ni mò ń sọ kí n wọ gbowó kí n gbéra kí n pé mò ń lọ ọ̀dọ̀ ọba àgbowó mò ń lọ ọ̀dọ̀ oníbodè òfin gbowó kí n kójó wọlé kọ́kàn mi balẹ̀ kí n dá wa mọ́tò kí n mọ́ rìn bọ̀ kí Fúlàní mọ́ dàmí dúró ń títì kí n délé kí bàbá sọ pé kí n gbé tírélà sùn kí n mọ́ gbé lọ àwọn bàbá wo lè lóko mọ́ wọn ò lè lódò ẹ jẹ́ ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ká ti àwọn bàbá wa lẹ́yìn ká dá security ti wá lẹ̀ ká sọ fún wọn kí wọ́n bá wa fọwọ́ tì í ká lé wọn kó nu oko wa ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ Jésù Olúwa wa.
Koikimedia, we're bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Àwa sálára àgbà yìí dá, àwa ló láṣà àti èdè. Gbígbédè lárugẹ nílẹ̀ Oòduà o, àwa gangan ni bàbá.
Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
They never sabi wetin we carry for her.
But they move closer before they go sabi.
I said they never know wetin we carry for body.
But they move closer before they go sabi.
Ọ̀kín lọ lọ́jà ẹyẹ, ìníhùn ló ló lajú.
Ẹyẹ tó dorí kodò bí àdán, wọ́n pẹ̀jẹ̀ lẹ́nu.
Ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ bàbá wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìlú bàbá wa, ká jùmọ̀ sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè gbódùdúwà ga.
Odùduwà kò bá lè gbé wa.
Ọmọ Odùduwà ṣe gírí, ẹ dìde fún ẹ̀tọ́ adúláwọ̀, ká lè jọ jùmọ̀ gbé délẹ̀ ìlérí, ká wálé gba ògo ilẹ̀ wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká lè jọ gbàdé, ká lè gbàdé adé adúláwọ̀, àwa ni mọ̀lẹ̀ tí yóò tàn káàkiri.
Pé ọmọ Odùduwà ni wá.
Koikimedia, àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ.
Ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tí wàá máa ní.
Kásá ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wá kájé bùgbà yín jẹ.
Ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tí wàá máa ní.
À ń gbé tó lárugẹ, à ń gbàsà lárugẹ.
Ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tí wàá máa ní.
News and sports ẹ máa rí gbọ́.
Ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tí wàá máa ní.
Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀ mi ló ní kí n máa ké tantan. Koikimedia ọ̀rọ̀ lágbájúmọ̀ mi o, máa bá ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ o. Ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn, ọmọ Yorùbá tata o. À ń gbádùn rẹ, ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀ mi, ṣẹ́yìn ló máa fi dìbò tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ o. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa ń dé mádémádé, ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa wọ̀ o. Igbó máa wọ̀ gbàjòjì ò gbọ́dọ̀ wọ, àjòjì tó bá wọ bẹ́ẹ̀ á tẹ̀lé ní ẹbọra. ẹ̀yin lọ máa náwó kóyìnbó tó dé ìgbà tó yìnbó dé o owó náà dẹ́ tún pọ̀ sí o Koikimedia ṣàwa ní bàbá. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Àdáńtọ́ àtúnpèrègèdè.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Àwa là ń gbé tò lárugẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ o.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Àtúnjà fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Ọmọ Òdùwà ni wá o tọkàntọkàn.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Eégún tí ó ṣe bí lébi òsì àdìmú bàbá iyọ̀.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
We bring you up closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Afẹ́fẹ́ tó ń fẹ́ òòdùn kan kí oko lára ni.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Àpèrègèdè Olódùmarè ló fún wa ṣe.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Gbogbo ayé ẹ gbọ́ àwa ní bàbá o.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Ẹ máa bọ̀ wá ẹ gbé polówó ọjà yín wá o.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Òdúdú alágbèdá ní òtítọ́ lágbèdá ní.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
A kì í sọ̀dálẹ̀ a kì í sóní kẹta.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Àdúró tán a tún pèrègèdè.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Koikimedia we bring you up closer to your doorstep.
Àwọn ní bàbá.
Koikimedia is around.
To give us latest.
Is around o.
To give us latest.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó pójú gbogbo.
ladies and gentlemen,
Ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó pójú gbogbo.
Koikimedia is around.
To give us latest.
ọ̀dọ́jọ́ ni wá ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ kí a fi àyè gba Fúlàní lórí àwọn bàbá wa ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ ká bú ọba mọ́ ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ ká bú jòyè mọ́ nígbà tá a la fẹ́ jà fún àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wa táwa kọ́kọ́ ń bú ọba.
And a very good afternoon, and we're very, very limited with time, so I will not have the privilege this afternoon to start mentioning your names as you are joining the program, but I can always say good afternoon and thank you once again for being part of this particular program. As we continue to review the letter of one of our iconic leader, not some of these failed leader, also known as Babalola. Babalola is one of many Yoruba elders, but I can tell you that they are in their old age, and part of what they've taken out of Nigeria, they are not ready to allow such to be taken away from them. You might be waking up this morning, or you might probably not be aware that Afe Babalola is also one out of many Yoruba elders that is against the Yoruba people from exiting the contraction that was created by Britain, known as Nigeria. Who is Afe Babalola? Tani wọ́n pè bẹ́ẹ̀? Many Yoruba people will know him, but many Yoruba people might also not know who he is. So we're going to give you a bit of background and why we are going to be talking about Afe Babalola on this particular program this afternoon. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá nílé lóko pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, and this program should not be more than an hour plus. And like I said, there is a very limited time, but as I said yesterday, we will continue to review the beautiful letter, the negotiation letter that has now been presented to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on behalf of 60 million Yoruba people, requesting that a negotiation between us and him must now be set up by the federal government so that we can decide our fate on the right to self-determination. What is self-determination?
Other countries were refused at first, but we have to remember, and this is a really important point, that self-determination is an inalienable international right and a law as well. And other countries will recognise Scotland's democratic choice expressed at the ballot box. They will recognise that because that is the route that many other countries have taken in order to become independent. And just to make that point, that international law is very pragmatic on that point. So we should have...
You would expect that someone like Afe Babalola should be on the side of Professor Banji Akintoye. But most of them are part of the greed. Most of them are part of those that wants to keep the Yoruba people inside the contraction known as Nigeria. The letter that we are presenting to Tinubu has up to June 15 to be responded or at least acknowledged. Then after that, many more things will be happening. But for now, those of you that are saying that, are we not going to be coming out for protest, rally, to create awareness around the world as we've done when President Buhari, the evil monster, was there? Yes, it's going to happen. But there is a negotiation that is already been presented, but that has not and will not stop the creation of awareness into our villages and towns, as we've done before, and we will continue to say that during the period, because I have listened to idiots, especially a particular woman, I can't remember her name, that presents from here in London. And I want her to prove that every one of our outing, every one of our rallies, someone was killed. Because she said in one of our programs that during most of the rallies that we presented across Southwest in Yoruba land, and I'll be showing you one or two of those rallies. I can confirm that none of these rallies, none of them was turned into violence or anarchy. Even the one that should have been turned into anarchy was well maintained. She kept on shouting about Sauti Igboho. Sauti Igboho did not kill any policeman. Neither was he committing any crime, apart from the fact that January 19 last year, the Nigerian police force in Lagos State went ahead and started releasing tear gas. Tear gas that end up creating unnecessary pandemic. And during that period, people were running helter and skelter. Yes, a police vehicle was bombed down. When you create such enabling environment, it will happen. But Sauti Igboho did not kill any policeman. Rather, it was a police officer that shot dead a peaceful Yoruba man in Ojota. The same thing happened during July 3rd, 2021. when Jumoke Oyeleke was gunned down by the Lagos State Police under the leadership of Governor Sanwo-Olu. So when some of you idiots, without any fact or evidence, and if you cannot bring that evidence out, you are all born bastard. Nobody can say that any of the rally, whether it was a small, big rally that was presented to the communities, to the towns, to the villages, were turned to violence. I witnessed many of those rallies in my 6th month in Nigeria in 2021. And even after we left Nigeria, none of those rallies were violent. So when some of you come out on the social media and try to make it look like the rallies that were done across Southwest were violent and people were killed. Rather, it was July 1st, just 72 hours before the mega rally in Lagos State, that the Nigerian federal government under President Buhari and Yemi Osinbajo brought in machineries, the federal government might, to want to kill Sunday Igboho right inside his residence in Soka. Sunday Igboho escaped. But 2 of his allies, 2 of his friends, 2 of those that were very close to him, his uncle and his friend, did not survive it. They were murdered in a cold-blooded. And we can say that till date, their bodies have not yet been returned. Their bodies still remain with the federal government. So when some of you gullible idiots come out and say that during those rallies that they were violent and officers and police stations were burned, no police station was burnt down. No single building was converted into an anarchy during those rallies. And I just want to clarify for some of the gullible idiots that says that Oloye Igboho is a violent man. Akintoye is a violent man. We are negotiating, and the negotiation will continue until our quest to self-determination will be respected by the federal government of Nigeria. Let's come back out of that and quickly move straight forward. Who is Afe Babalola Talonkwebe? Some of these old men at the age of 94 years old. He was born on the 30th of October 1929. And I want you to minus 1929 from 1914 and give me what result is coming out. 1929 ni wọ́n bí Afe Babalola, àwọn bàbá olórí burúkú, àwọn bàbá òfò táwọn ọmọ wọn pè wọ́n kọ́kọ́ṣán ni wọ́n. Afe Babalola was born just 15 years old. He was after 1914 amalgamation. But he believed that Nigeria, that his father created or his great-grandfather created, must be kept for his grandchildren, and it's probably his children that are watching me right now that could not caution their father, their born bastard father, Baba Olori Buruku, Baba Ofo, àwọn bàbá jágbàjàgbà, àwọn bàbá tí wọ́n ní kú síbi táṣọ wọn wà. Afe Babalola ò ní kú síbi táṣọ ẹ̀ wà ni mo sọ, nítorí pé ìyà tó ń jẹ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tí Fúlàní pa tó jáde láti sọ fún gbogbo àgbáyé pé Fúlàní pa wá, ò ní kú síbi táṣọ ẹ̀ wà. Afe Babalola, àwọn tó ní ò ní jèrè ẹ, ò ní kú síbi táṣọ ẹ̀ wà ni mo sọ. Afe Babalola, because Yoruba people are suffering on a daily basis. Yet you did not use your platform to speak out to the injustice, but you can call Chinese, the China consulate to Afe Babalola University, and talking about balkanization, that we should not dissolve Nigeria. Nigeria will dissolve. Last year, Dumare, nobody will stop the breakup of Nigeria. Not even the United States of America, not United Kingdom. Nigeria will break up. It is just a matter of time. Ẹ bá wa kìlọ̀ fún bàbá Afe Babalola pé tí kò bá wọn tó lè sọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation kó gbẹ́nu òkú ẹ̀ dákẹ́, kó má jẹ́ pé ògùn lákàyè ló máa wọlé pa. Because we are tired of all these bastard 95 years old, like the fashion roti and the rest of them, telling us to keep Nigeria. After Babalola, oh, ní sóríire níbikíbi tó bá wà ní mo sọ. Aya Ọláyọmí Kóìkì, àwọn onílẹ̀ Yorùbá, wọ́n máa wọlé pa ẹ̀ ni, because you know definitely that Nigeria was created by Britain. You are a well-learned man, but you went further. That the Yoruba people that have been existing for thousands of years should keep Nigeria. Why should we keep Nigeria? What is the essence of keeping Nigeria? Knowing fully well that Nigeria is a crime scene. Nigeria gba omijé lójú gbogbo wa. Most of us cannot even have peace to spend quality time with our loved ones. Oh, because ẹ̀yin ti make money látara Nigeria, because you have become wealthy, that you are able to give King College about last year 10,000 pounds. How many Yoruba people ló ní 10,000 pounds? How many Yoruba people go ló lè lọ sí university? Ṣé bí Babalola ṣe fẹ́ create university nìyẹn? Kó máa create a private university. Kẹ́yìn máa fi sọ fún wa pé we should keep Nigeria. Let me first take us to this particular video I wanted to play yesterday. I will mute my mic. This is how the United States of America veto under United Nations membership for Palestine. This took place some few weeks back. We were looking for the video yesterday. I promise you, I was going to bring it back. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI, known as Koikimedia, an advocate for the self-determination. Afẹ́ Babalola, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀, ẹ sọ fún pé kó ṣọ́ra, kó sá fún wa nítorí pé kíni. We are not going to sit back and allow all this nonsense that have taken place. That if you want to negotiate with the military, with the civilian, and I know because Dr. Fayemi sọ pé lórí burúkú nìyẹn, ó ní ó fẹ́ jẹ lára airport tó fẹ́ kọ́ sí Èkìtì tí wọ́n fún ẹ ṣe, and that is why you and Fayemi agree. You cannot look yourself in eyeball to eyeball. You are part and parcel of the creation of Nigeria as it stands right now. But rather than use your learned law, gbogbo ilẹ̀ mọ̀ pé 1999 constitution is a fraud. You did not speak out for the Yoruba people that have been massacred in Ekiti State, in Ogun State, across Yoruba land. I've never seen your press statement saying that Fulani tó ń pa wá. What is your relationship with Fulani? Afẹ́ Babalola, kí ni relationship ẹ? Let's listen to this. I come back.
Now let's take a step back and look at what started this mess in West Asia, the original conflict between Israel and Palestine. Another blow was dealt to the Palestinians yesterday, this time at the United Nations. The UN Security Council held a vote yesterday on the question of Palestine's membership to the UN. 15 members of the Security Council voted like this.
Will those in favor of the draft resolution contained in document S/2024/312 please raise their hand? Okay, we've been recorded, right? Okay. Those against? Thank you. Abstentions?
Twelve Security Council members voted to allow Palestine to join. 2 members abstained. That's Britain and Switzerland. They chose not to vote. And 1 lone Security Council member rejected the resolution. That is the United States of America. So, of course, because of how the UN works, the resolution was rejected. The US used its veto and torpedoed Palestinian dreams of UN membership. After the veto, the US said this.
The United States continues to strongly support a 2-state solution. This vote does not reflect opposition to Palestinian statehood, but instead is an acknowledgement that it will only come from direct negotiations between the parties.
The US says it strongly supports a 2-state solution, but it seems that strength did not extend to UN membership. If the US had not vetoed the resolution, Palestine would have become the 194th permanent member of the United Nations. Now remember, this does not mean much, not on the ground anyway. UN membership would not have created a new country called Palestine. It would not have forced Israel to withdraw its troops from Gaza or even the West Bank for that matter. Nothing would have really changed on the ground, nothing other than a symbolic victory for the Palestinians, which they clearly knew.
This resolution naturally will not be the alternative for serious political negotiations that are time-bound to implement the two-state solution or relevant Security Council and GA resolutions, and to resolve the pending issues between Palestinians and Israelis. However, this resolution will grant hope to the Palestinian people, hope for a decent life within an independent state.
Apology for those of you on the MixLR. I didn't realize that the audio and my mic was actually muted because we were using that platform for the repeated programs that we showed you in case you have missed that, the Akintoye town hall meeting with the US Ilano. Let's come back quickly because of the time constraint I have this afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone. I will not be mentioning your names. Like I said, there's not enough time for that this afternoon. But mo kí gbogbo wa pátápátá, mo fi ti Jésù kí wa, mo fi tànábì kí wa, mo fi ti àwọn onílẹ̀ kí wa, Ọba Elédùmarè kò ní fi wá sílẹ̀. Let me remind those of you that probably do not understand how United Nations works, that you think that Tobati lawyer picture níwájú United Nations building, that automatically recognize you as a country. And I'm speaking to àwọn Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí version, because I saw that man known as Daddy Sammy that I respected so much because of our previous engagement in the course of this program. Mo wá ṣe realize pé bàbá yẹn kòkòrò ń jẹun lórí ẹ̀, because tí kòkòrò bá jẹun lórí yín ni, you go in front of the building, not inside the building where conversation like this is going on. Bear with me, family come first. Our program clearly.
Gbogbo ẹ̀yọ́ ọ̀dọ́jọ́ ni wá. Ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ kí á fi àmì ìgbà fúlàní lórí àwọn bàbá wa. Ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ ká bú ọba mọ́, ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ ká bú jòyè mọ́. Nígbà tá a la fẹ́ jà fún àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wa, àwa kọ́kọ́ bú ọba tá à ń bú jòyè. Èmi náà ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ rí. Bọ́mọ pé ra mi padà. Ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ ká bú àgbàgbà kankan mọ́ polóṣèlú kankan. Ẹ̀kọ́ alùpùpù bẹ̀rù ò lè sọ̀rọ̀. Ọba ò lè sọ, ìjòyè ò lè sọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ronú. Ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ ká bá bàbá àjàmọ́, ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ àbú ọmọ, ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ àti wọn àwọn àpẹlú wọn. Àwọn àtọ́bájọ́ olóṣèlú, tàbá fẹ́ fọwọ́ rẹ̀ wá lọ́wọ́, á pè wọn mọ́ra, á pè wọn mọ́ra ni, àní wọn mọ́. Ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ àṣẹ.
I'm very running out of time this afternoon, but we're trying our best. So when people like that go in front of a building like United Nations that has become one of the most iconic buildings in the world, just like the British Westminster Parliament, mo kí Ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ, mo kí Bàbá Akintoye, mo kí gbogbo, mo kí Ọ̀túnba Adémọ́lá, the deputy of the YSDM, and mo kí gbogbo platforms that are working tirelessly. There will not be calling, there will not be anybody joining through the Twitter space this afternoon. Sharing or United Nations is not something that I just want to knock that quickly, because you can tell from this video that says that even though Toba French member has not guaranteed a full country, Palestine have been fighting for decades, but their plight is becoming known around the world, especially after Hamas attacked Israel on the 7th of October. And there's a lot of things that have happened between them in the past. I am not here to defend Hamas, but I will be here to defend the 40,000 Palestinians that have been killed by Israel. Because over 30,000 plus have been massacred, killed. That should not be acceptable. But that is the world that we are living, where America will veto, but they will continue to say we are doing our best through humanitarian aid. We, the Yoruba people, have not got to the stage where we are killing or attacking the federal government, or the federal government is attacking us. When that state comes, your plight will get to the United Nations Security Council. But right now, nobody should deceive you that your plight is right in front of the United Nations Security Council. Nothing of such. Yes, our representatives have written a letter to the United Nations, but nobody is discussing us yet because it is not for discussion. Nítorí pé a ṣì wà in the process of negotiating, in the process of making awareness, in the process of making a quest. But when we have people like Olórí Burúkú Afe Babalola, because ibẹ̀ gangan lọ̀rọ̀ ń bọ̀, but I just want us to listen to the final 3 minutes of this, my beautiful Indian broadcaster. They have the resources to do a lot. I don't have that resources to play with. And that is why we will continue to make use of some of their content. Let's go back and listen to the last 3 minutes.
The Palestinian representative said it was about hope, nothing else. But that isn't what the US believes. Israel did not believe it either. After the vote, Israel thanked the US for its veto and it criticized all the other Security Council members.
I explained how the Palestinian Authority...
Mo kí bàbá wa lẹ́kìtì. Bàbá lẹ́kìtì ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Elédùmarè. Ẹ bá wa kìlọ̀ fún bàbá Afe Babalola. Tí bàbá yóò bá mọ tó lè sọ, tí kò bá mọ in tó lè sọ lẹ́nu at age 94. Bàbá Afe Babalola was born in 1929. That's ìgbà tí mo minus it from 1914. That's like 15 years after tí wọ́n ti create Nigeria ni wọ́n bí bàbá ẹ̀. Afe Babalola advocate against the vision of Nigeria. A máa ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ later. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ará Èkìtì, gbogbo ará Ògùn state, ará Ọ̀yọ́, àwọn tó wà against kíran Yorùbá kó máa ní àṣeyọrí. Òun ni bàbá olórí burúkú tí kò ní kú sí peter ṣẹwà tó ń pè ní Afe Babalola. Àwọn bàbá òfò at 94 mo padà bọ̀ níbẹ̀. Mo kí bàbá wa lẹ́kìtì, gbogbo àwọn mídíà tó bá wà lábẹ́ ètò ni mo kí. Gbogbo ẹni tó kọ ẹ má bínú àní lè má dárúkọ yín.
does not meet even the basic criteria that they have no authority over their territory and that the Palestinian Authority is a terror-supporting entity.
Now, the Israeli representative mentioned something interesting. Palestine does not meet the basic criteria of statehood. They don't have any authority over their territory.
Now, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ fẹ́ra balẹ̀ gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. This is where we are different. Kí ni criteria gangan pé yàn fẹ́ gba country? What are the criteria? O bá fẹ́ apply for UK visa, there is criteria. It does not guarantee you. Tó bá fẹ́ apply fún citizenship nílùú yìí, kò guarantee. O máa go through criteria, and I say the same thing goes to you in America. But kí ni criteria? What are the criteria of becoming a country? I'll be doing a full program on that. Part of those criteria, bàbá ti ṣàlàyé fún wa nínú lẹ́tà àtàgbé lọ sọ́dọ̀ Buhari olórí burúkú. What are those criteria? You must first have your own geographical location. Our geographical location is nothing to do with the southeast, the north, or the middle belt. Ọba Elédùmarè ti created that. Kwara is part of Yoruba. Kogi is part of Yoruba. Delta gan part of Yoruba ni. But bí Ọba Elédùmarè ṣe pín, ó ti fi River Niger pín wa. So that means pé kò sẹ́ni kankan tó lè sọ pé ìjà tá ń jà fún self-determination tí bàbá olórí burúkú Afe Babalola tó ń sọ pé òun wà against the division of Nigeria. Tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ balkanization. I will tell you the meaning of balkanization. So when we are sitting here and telling you that some of the criteria ni o kọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ sọ pé o ní ilẹ̀ tó jẹ́ tọ̀dọ̀ tiẹ̀, and you must not encroach other people's land. Biafra ò lè encroach land wa. Bó bá wù wọ́n kọ́ máa gégégégégégégé gbogbo yẹn dispute nìyẹn. But we focus on the main ball. A ti mọ̀ pé àwa la ní gbogbo state tá à ń béèrè fún yẹn. If anybody is trying to take part of us, ìjà tán máa ń jà títí dá yí àtọ̀run nìyẹn. India àti China bó ṣe ń ṣòwò tó. I was still watching this, my beautiful sister. Every day ni mò ń wò, kò síjọ́ tí mò kí ń wò. India àti China bó ṣe ń bára wọn jà tó lórí border dispute. Wọ́n sì ń ṣe kí ni? They are still doing business up to billions of dollars every year. A sì lè máa bá Biafra ṣe business, but a máa bá wọn jà tó bá jẹ́ pọ́fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa wà concern tó yẹ pé concern yìí ni pé ọ̀rọ̀ kéékèèké tí kò make sense too much. Mo sọ pé ilẹ̀ wa ò make sense, but let's focus on the real ball. A fẹ́ gba self-determination. Èyí tó jẹ́ the bulk one. Bí Delta bá náà wọ̀ lọ fine, let them keep to themselves. But for now, àwọn states tó yẹ pé a lè dispute it. Nobody around the world can dispute the Southwest. Láti Èkìtì wá sísàlẹ̀, dé Kogi, dé Kwara, àwa la ní. That is part of the condition for you to say you want to be a country. Tó o bá ní ilẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń jà lórí Palestine sí, wọ́n ló wà disputed. Ìyẹn kọ́ ni wọ́n á sọ. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tí ọ̀rẹ́ mi Talikasi, ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ó ní you must have the territory. Tó bá ti wá ní territory, then what next? Do we have the people? Who are the people? Àwa bọ̀ kò ń ṣe àwọn bàbá olórí burúkú 94 tó pèrè ní Afẹ́ Babalola. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá sọ pé a ṣe Nàìjíríà mọ́, a fẹ́ restructure. It is just too late for restructure. Ọ̀rọ̀ restructure ni gbogbo wọn jókòó lé tó fi di billionaire sínú Nàìjíríà. Ibo lòun ti rí owó tó fi kọ́ Afẹ́ Babalola University. Tóun àti Chinese consulate lánàá. Ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀. Oh, you don't know. The Chinese consulate was Afẹ́ Babalola University lọ́tí sọ gbogbo eléyìí. Òun àti China. Because káwọn university tiẹ̀ kọ́ lè máa gba grant lọ́wọ́ China, àwọn olórí burúkú, àwọn bàbá òfò, àwọn bàbá tó ní kú síbi táṣọ wọn wà. Bí ìyá mi Fagbemilékè ṣe sọ ní comment section pé àwọn bàbá tó ti ní dementia. Àwọn bàbá tó ní balls tí wọ́n lè jẹran mọ́. Ẹja gan wọn fọ́ọ̀sì ẹ̀jẹ̀ sí wọn lẹ́nu ni. Àwọn ọmọ àwọn ilé ní grandchildren, àwọn grandchildren wọn ọ̀dẹ̀ pé wọ́n kọ́ ṣe pé bàbá ilé ń sọ yìí wọ̀ kí sọ́mọ́ ní 21st century. Ayé ti kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀. Ayé ti kọjá ìtìyàn kan máa ṣẹ̀sọ́ fún wa pé with the division of Nigeria, kíni, what is Nigeria? What mo ń bí gbogbo wa pé what is Nigeria? Kí ni Nigeria? Do you know the meaning of Nigeria? Afẹ́ Babalola, what is the meaning of Nigeria? Ẹ wá ṣàlàyé meaning òye wa. Kí ni meaning Nigeria, Afẹ́ Babalola? Come and tell us what is the meaning of Nigeria. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ bí Afẹ́ Babalola bí wọ́n kó ìwúsí etí yìí. Ṣèbẹ́ni tó bá kú lọ́nà ń kó ìwúsí etí lọ́n kó ìwúsí mú. Ṣáà tí ìkú ẹ̀ ṣe wà láyé. Ẹ̀yin ò rí pé Fúlàní wọlé pa wá. Ẹ̀yin ò gbọ́ gbogbo tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú Nàìjíríà. Ní 14 to the 16, over 20 innocent Yoruba people were killed. Oh, ṣé torí pé nọ́mbà yẹn ò tí pọ̀, ó dìgbà tó bá pa wá tán. When Buhari was in power, 29,000 Yoruba people were killed. Ibo lolórí burúkú Afẹ́ Babalola wà. Kí ló dé tó gbé lẹ́tà jáde kó bá wa kọ́ sí China? Pé àwọn Fúlàní tó ń pa wá yìí, it is more than enough. Ní kú síbi táṣọ yín wà ní gbogbo ìlú sọ. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá òfò, ẹ̀yin bàbá jágbajàgba tí wọ́n bí in the 1920 something, tẹ́tí pé 94, tẹ́tí sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó wà below 30 pé ká kíkù Nàìjíríà. Ní sóríire ni mo sọ, ogun máa wọlé pa yín ni. Ẹni tó bá ní kí n má ṣe pé ogun máa wọlé pa bàbá tiẹ̀ náà, ò ní sóríire. Torí pé ìyà tó ń jẹ gbogbo wa, ẹni tí ìyà ń jẹ ló lè mọ̀. Bí ìyà ò bá jẹ wọlé abroad, ìyà ń jẹ èmi burúkú. Ìyà ń jẹ mí, ìyà ń jẹ mí gidi. So gbogbo yín pátá ogun máa wọlé pa yín ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ tí pásítọ̀ yìí sọ. Bóyá etí ń di Afẹ́ Babalola kò gbọ́ gbogbo tí yàn ń sọ látijọ́ ẹ̀. Bóyá etí ń dùn wọ́n. Bóyá wọ́n sì ń rò pé Nàìjíríà 1960 là ń bá bọ̀. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé yẹn ti kúrò níbẹ̀. The Western region has been destroyed. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó máa pín ní Western region. Tinubu ò lè pín ní Western region. If you are one of those expecting ẹja fi sísà mi sílẹ̀, ẹja focus lórí bàbá òfò yìí. If you are one of those still thinking that níjọ́ kan máa wáyé, a máa gba Western region, èmi ò ń ṣe ọba Elédùmarè, mo ń ṣe Jésù, mo ń ṣànábì. Tó bá wáyé, bó wáyé kò stop self-determination. Self-determination is a right. Bí Nàìjíríà ò bá gbé wá, tí kò dẹ̀ gbé wá, why are we keeping it for?
I pray God will give Aṣíwájú the courage to do it. Because it will affect even himself. It will affect all the APC powers. It will affect all the MDs of banks. The MDs of banks are the destroyer of this system. The powerful, the high and the mighty. He is stepping on their toes. I pray God give him the grace to do it. The next thing he should do, tell him if you know him, is to restructure this country. Nigeria is a fraud. One particular tribe repressing the whole of us. You do hear what Central Bank governor wants to do? Just a department. the operation department for Central Bank to be moved back to Lagos, where you have 99% of the headquarters of bank. The North is agitated. Don't take Abuja back to Lagos. They don't care. If you have become beggars, it's okay for their oligarchic mentality. I talk like no other pastor talk. I talk like no other pastor talk. Because I have seen into governance, I have seen into the church. And I know where the problem is in this country. Are you hearing me? They may not like what I'm saying, but they cannot dispute the truth. This country cannot go on like this. Okay, I was talking about those who migrated. I don't blame those that want to japa. You know, initially I was saying don't japa. You hear me say that again? Japa if you want to japa. Because you look at the country and say what future? If it goes on like this, what future? If it goes on like this, civil war is imminent. If it goes on like this, military intervention is imminent. Do we want to go back to that? No. Something must happen. I have always believed that something must happen. Do you see the way we pray in this church? Make Nigeria one. We don't pray. Nigeria is not one, and it can never be one. We are different nations tied together by force. We should still be one country, but let everyone govern in the way he likes. Are you here?
Bàbá fẹ́ Babalola, Pastor Fẹ́mi ló sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Ṣé ẹbí Christian lẹ́yìn? Ṣebí Christian ni? Afẹ́ Babalola ṣebí Christian nìyẹn? Wọ́n ní Nigeria is not one country. Why then are you telling us to keep Nigeria and saying Nigeria division is not possible? The time has come. Tí àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ gbalẹ̀. Àwa ọmọ nílẹ̀ ti dé. Àsìkò tó tí ọba Elédùmarè ti gbé wa dìde. We will not relent. Ẹni tó bá lóhùn fẹ́ Yorùbá nation lọ dúró dè wá ní àgbèdì ọ̀run. Ikú máa mú yín lọ. Àwa máa wá ṣayé lọ. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá òfò, ẹ̀yin ìyá òfò, ẹ̀yin ọmọ kékèké tẹ́ ń wò pé àwọn bàbá burúkú yìí wọ́n lè fún yín ní 1 million naira. All these bastards cannot give you 1 million naira to set up a business. Kàkà bẹ́ẹ̀ wàá fẹ́ ṣe ritual ni. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ Yorùbá nation. Pastor ló sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn. Nigeria is not a country. It is not even close to a country. Kò tẹ̀ jẹ́ ká máa pè ní country rárá. There's nothing the government can do to stop our quest. This is the Scottish people. Wọ́n lé fọ̀ wọ́n lé kan náà. Afẹ́ Babalola ṣe èso wà létí ẹ. Ẹ̀yin ará Èkìtì ẹ bá ń pe Afẹ́ Babalola mọ́ra. Pé kó sá fún wa o. Because we are tired of all this their nonsense. Wọ́n ń pààyàn kò jáde kó pe press. Pé kí ló dé tó ń pa ọmọ Yorùbá tí Fúlàní pa wá. Bó olórí burúkú ààrẹ lè pe press ní Afẹ́ Babalola University yesterday. Maybe etí ń dùn ẹ̀. O fẹ́ wá sí Scotland àbí olùsí. O fẹ́ wá UK. Àwọn ará Scotland ìyà ò jẹ wọ́n. They are not suffering. They have everything from education to healthcare, but yet they are tired of being part of the kingdom known as United Kingdom. Gbọ́lé bóyá a ṣe lọ́kàn. Some of you have never experienced the feeling of freedom. These are Scottish people that have whatever it takes, but yet wọ́n náà wọ́n wà tired. Àwọn ò fẹ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú UK mọ́. Ìwọ máa sọ pé ó fẹ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà torí Afẹ́ Babalola ń gbóhùn sókè. Afẹ́ Babalola is only protecting his own interest. He's not protecting the interest of Yoruba people, not even Nigerians. Not even Nigerians. Tibalowo, yes, I can send my children to private university in this country, but I don't have to. Because the government university is more than enough to allow them to go and study. Most of you will never have access to Afe Babalola University. You will pay out of your nose. those are the Scottish people crying out, freedom for Scotland, freedom for Scotland, as we are saying freedom for the Yoruba people. But yet many of you don't understand the reason why we are fighting for the quest of the Yoruba people. Because one day you are thinking that you will also become a politician and take money like Yaya Bello, Olori Buruku, and the rest of them. But that is not going to happen. Ẹja tún sọ fún Afẹ́ Babalola bóyá wọ́n gbà ìṣòmọ́ ìtì bàbá yẹn ẹ bá mi yọ ìṣó etí ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ará Èkìtì. Ẹ̀yin ará Èkìtì mo bẹ̀ yín ẹ bá mi yọ ìṣó tó wà lé etí Afẹ́ Babalola ó ti ní dementia. Kò gbọ́ràn mọ́ o. Kò gbọ́ràn mọ́ o. Ó ní kò sí nǹkankan tó ń jẹ́ pé kó divide Nàìjíríà. Ó ní àjọ máa pín àjọ máa wà ní Nàìjíríà. Àjọ máa ṣayé Nàìjíríà ni. Ìwọ ló máa lọ ṣayé Nàìjíríà lé ògèdè ọ̀run. We are not praying for your death, but if your wish is to say that Yoruba ò ní lọ, gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní Yoruba ò ní lọ, ẹ lọ dúró dè wá lọ́hùn ni, because we are not award anywhere for now. Ìwọ ní 95, kọ́lọ̀ fún ẹlẹ́mìí gúngún, kó fún ẹ náà another 40 years. Tó bá fẹ́ mi ní 40, èmi ṣe máa pé probably 80 plus. Egungun tèmi á sì le ju tiẹ̀ lọ. By that time, ìwà máa wà bedwetting. Tó bá sì wà láyé, Yoruba will be free. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú tó yẹ kẹ́ ló gbogbo resources yín, gbogbo opportunity tẹ́ ní, ó wá gbé Chinese wá sínú embassy inú commission ẹ̀, màá sọ́ńtọ́ kọ sínú ìwé yẹn fún yín, because this program comes to an end in probably less than 10 minutes. I gotta go, I got other things to deal with. But ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ George Akinola tó bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ní 2017. Bíá olórí burúkú Afẹ́ Babalola bíá kò gbọ́ nígbà tó ń pariwo ní 2017, ariwo ti sìn. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀ ẹ́ send fídíò yìí sí pé Ọláyọmí Kóìkì ni mò ń jẹ́. Gbogbo tó bá fẹ́ ṣe ni kó tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe, lọ́ọ̀yà ni kó ṣe, Androdi, you are a born bastard, bàbá burúkú yìí.
Impediment to Yoruba development is the impediment to Oodua development. Without Nigeria, we won't be where we are. 1962, we were far ahead of South Korea and North Korea. We were far ahead of China even. We had television before France. We had radio before South Africa. Now look at where we are today. I think it's a shame that even any Yoruba man can be talking about restructuring at this point in time. What are we restructuring? This country that is already shot to pieces? I don't think that's what we want. But they are always talking about giving Nigeria a chance. The patience of Yoruba with Nigeria has come to an end.
There is no land called Nigeria. There is no language called Nigeria. There are no people called Nigerians. We are only deceiving ourselves.
We are not Nigerian.
Okay, where is Nigeria? Where is the land called Nigeria? What is the Nigerian language? We are nations that had been forced together to live in one pathetic country. So anybody who goes there today to say pray for Nigeria, that person is just deceiving himself, because the people who want to be that Nigeria had not sat down to agree if they want to be Nigeria.
Once again, and now let's read from what Afẹ́ Babalola statement yesterday. The question is, who are those against Baba Akintoye's letter? Afẹ́ Babalola, I can confirm, is one of them, as so many that still believe that they can use their own heavyweight champion platform and tell us to keep Nigeria. Nigeria will break in our lifetime, and it will break without nobody stopping it. Nigeria has expired, and it is time that every Yoruba stand up for our right to self-determination. As we have said, enough, nobody can stop the message of hope. Afẹ́ Babalola advocates, and this is coming from Channels Television, as many platforms have picked it as well. Let me give you some of those headlines as it came through. 3 hours ago, Afẹ́ Babalola advocated against division of Nigeria. Premium Times, self-determination, stop seeking balkanization of Nigeria. Learn from China diversity. Ṣé èdè kan náà ni China ń sọ? Yes. Ṣé èdè kan náà là ń sọ nínú Nigeria? No. There is no way we can keep Nigeria. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Bàbá Lẹ́kìtì ní olè ní Bàbá Afẹ́ Babalola, àwọn bàbá òfò. Mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé máa bá ń dá lóhùn dáadáa pẹ̀lú sound Èkìtì, and I'll be looking forward to the program. Bàbá Lẹ́kìtì, Bàbá Ẹlẹ́dùmarè, àbàwà pẹ̀lú yín. And please let us continue to support our media too. Afe Babalola, the New Telegraph, those seeking Nigeria breakup should learn from China. What are we learning from China? Babalfu, Babalori Buruku. These are some of the headlines. Retrace your steps. Afe Babalola tells secessionists. Àwọn don't pè ní secessionists. Afe Babalola ń pe gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá ní secessionist. Ṣé rí pé lórí burúkú ni gbogbo àwọn bàbá ẹ̀? Ṣé rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ wọn kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ àdúrà mọ́? Èpè ó gbọ́dọ̀ wọnú ẹ̀. Retrace your steps. Ṣé o ti gbowó lọ́wọ́ Tinubu bàbá òfò at 95 gbogbo owó tẹ́ ti jẹ nínú Nàìjíríà tó? Ẹni kú sí fíláṣọ yín wà ní mo sọ gbogbo yín pátápátá lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan. Vanguard, Babalola kicks against balkanization of Nigeria. Àwọn òyìnbó òfò. Like I said, we will not deal with everything here today, but let's just go through it because of my time. Those who are advocating that Nigeria should be balkanized should learn from how China took advantage of its size, population, and manpower to become one of the leading civilized and industrial countries in the world. Afe Babalola, the founder of Afe Babalola University, advocate against division of Nigeria. In tó mí ni pé òun o Afe Babalola o àtàwọn fámílì òun o àwọn ò fẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà kó pín o torí inú Nàìjíríà làwọn ní kò kọ́ ọbẹ̀ wọn o àwọn òdèlè àlá kó pín pé bàbá Akintoye fẹ́ pín Nàìjíríà mọ́ àwọn lórí àwọn bàbá òfò. The division of Nigeria into several small nations on Monday. Denmark lánàá mo ṣàlàyé fún yín àbí láàárọ̀ ìdẹ́ ni. Denmark is 5.9 million. Yet, company kan wà nínú ẹ̀ tó ń pè ní Maersk. Iṣẹ́ wo ni Maersk ń ṣe? Maersk is one of those companies that brings goods to Nigeria and around the world. Maersk. We could not show you this yesterday, but ìwọ tó bá mọ̀ tó ń pè ní Maersk, okay? This is the company. Denmark ló ní. This company is worth 51.1 billion US dollars. Ìlú tó ti operate kò tó Lagos State. Afe Babalola sọ fún wa pé tá bá pín ó máa wà balkanization. Wọ́n ní Afe Babalola is a lawyer NPN against Awolowo. Ó tẹ̀ tí wà ti pẹ́ àwọn bàbá òfò àwọn bàbá olórí burúkú ẹ ṣé bàbá lẹ́kìtì. Ẹ ṣé gan ni sir, thank you so much. Wọ́n ní ó wà against Awolowo. Okay. Bó ṣe ń padà bọ̀ fún Afe Babalola because I'm now in a hurry. But mo kàn fẹ́ kó yé wa pé Afe Babalola o ó sọ nígbà tí òun àti àwọn China consulate lánàá ní yunifásitì ẹ̀. While speaking at the first Africa-Asia Intercontinental University Conference, Africa-Asia Intercontinental àwọn olórí burúkú dédé. Afe Babalola says in collaboration with the Center for China-Africa Discourse Study, the legal icon threw his weight behind a unified Nigeria. Wọ́n ló kó gbogbo agbára tó ní àtowó tó ní àti nǹkan tó ní ó kó sáàárín Nigeria pé Nigeria must unify. Are you one of those two thinking now that you can keep Nigeria? Mo kí ẹ̀yà mi ẹ̀yìn alálùbáríkà. Ìyá wa Fátúnṣe Elizabeth wọ́n ní bàbá olè tó ń jẹ nínú Nigeria ní bàbá Afe Babalola. Ẹ má bínú pé mo lè ka kọ́mẹ́ǹtì púpọ̀. Rotimi Victor Lawal sọ pé the opposition to the Yoruba nation by anyone, most especially those supposed to lead this good fight, is limited. Ó wà limited nígbà tá a rí yàn tá ìgbìgbọ́ tó bá gbọ́dọ̀ àwọn bàbá ìtẹ̀lé wa ni but wọ́n ní kò lè tẹ̀lé wa náà wọ́n ló ti ń bá bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ jà látàrí NPPN. Bukiyawa Bolúwa ti fẹ́ wọ́n ní Afe Babalola should stay in Nigeria not to discourage us for being a distraction to us. Testimony Ogunmola Moke. You can't travel freely within Yoruba land, scared of Fulani herdsmen attack and kidnap. I'm going to end the program, but you can be rest assured that it is not yet over. Pẹ̀lú Afe Babalola àtijọ́ wọ ṣòkòtò kan náà. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀, ẹ sọ pé Koiki ní àtijọ́ wọ ṣòkòtò kan náà. Torí ẹni tó mọ̀ ẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ wàá gbọ́ orúkọ ẹ ní gbogbo àgbáyé lórí Koikimedia. Today, ẹ̀yin bàbá òfò yìí at 95, Afe Babalola was born in 1929, October 30. But yet, in tó ń fẹ́ ni pé ká keep Nigeria. Labour sọ pé this old man who is dyeing his hair, wọ́n ló ń dá irun ẹ̀, is a compound fool. Mo kẹ́ easy. Ìyàwó Grace Olúṣòótọ́, and I have to go now, and I'm very serious, I gotta go now. When all these useless and senseless old fools have nothing to offer any one of us, We should let them know that this is the right time for the rightful belong to us. And I'll leave it like that. But be rest assured that this is not the end between us and Afe Babalola. Eitebamu, I want you to share this video. This video is less than an hour. Ó yẹ kó tó Afe Babalola láti fi jẹ breakfast láàárọ̀ ọ̀la níbi tó bá ti ń jẹ chicken àti adìyẹ àti gbogbo chicken àti whatever tó bá ń jẹ láàárọ̀ nínú ilé ẹ̀. Mo mọ̀ pé kò ní lè jẹ chicken yẹn dáadáa. Wọ́n ti máa bá ground ẹ̀ nínú àwọn grinding machine. A máa mú bí pure bí soup ni. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá nílé lóko. Orúkọ mi ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí Koikimedia. Mo ní mi ni last man standing lórí ìrìn àjò ìlágbára Elédùmarè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ló ṣe máa rí. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn medias wa tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun nílé àtàwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀mi ṣe ń parí ètò aago 4 àti ṣìkan láàárọ̀ yìí títí dago 6. Bẹ́ẹ̀mi ṣe ń parí Bàbá Lẹ́kìtì gbé lágo 6. Mo mọ̀ pé tó máa fi di ọwọ́ rọ̀lẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà máa tún gbé lọ́tùn lósì. Adúpẹ́ lọ gbogbo àwọn àtàjọ ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn. Ọba Elédùmarè kò ní jẹ́ kó sú wa, kò ní rẹ̀ wá. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá ń rán àṣàsí sí wa, àṣàsí máa padà wọlé wá bá yín ni. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ń sọ pé ìran Yorùbá ò ní bọ́ àfàyínlé Ọba Elédùmarè lọ́wọ́, ẹ jẹ́ wùtòwùtò. Mo kí ẹ ìjáyà. You've used your voice throughout today. Mo wá anthem and I found it already. And I have to go now. Thank you so much. My name is Olayomi Koiki. Ẹni Ọlọ́run dá mo kí ẹ Silver Badmus. Mo kí yín. Mo kí ẹ̀ ń dábàá lórí mixer. Ẹ má bínú pé the first 10-15 minutes my audio mic was muted. Aláwọ̀ bàbá ní àṣẹ Elédùmarè. Afe Babalola ò ní jèrè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Torí pé tó bá pọ́ pé jèrè ni ó yẹ kí gbogbo wọn support Yorùbá nation. Ògúnmọ́lá Abíọ́dún mo kí ẹ. Gbogbo yín pátápátá ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Yẹmí Fátókè ẹ kú náwó àná. Ẹ̀yin lẹ máa ń send owó láti Nàìjíríà pé kí n fẹ́ ra coffee. Mo mọ bí ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ work but you keep sending it and I appreciate. Yorùbá has come to stay, nothing can stop it. Mo kí ẹ brother mi sister mi my beautiful sister Tọ́ni Kóìkì ìwọ ni bàbá Yorùbá. Ẹ má bínú pé mo ti lè gbé kámẹ́rà mi wọ́n. Àwọn ni wọ́n ṣe aṣọ tí mo wọ̀ lénìí tó ń pè ní the apparel Yorùbá ọmọlúàbí apparel. Ẹ lọ sórí website wọn oríṣiríṣi lè máa bá níbẹ̀. Máa jáde nísìnyí máa gbé báàgì wọn kọ́rùn. Bọ̀ àwọn aṣọ yẹn ti ń lọ́lẹ̀ o. Ẹ bá wa tún tètè bá wa sísítà mi kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ. Gbogbo ìnáwó tẹ̀ ń ṣe lọ́tún lọ́sì nílé lóko kò ní tún yín pátápátá. Wọ́n ní kódà Shehu Shagari gave Afe Babalola Bàbá Lẹ́kìtì dé ìbàtí ṣì máa ṣe program. Kódà pẹ̀ yìí mọ̀ dáadáa. Wọ́n ní Shehu Shagari gan wọ́n fún ní oil blog. Abájọ ara òkè. À ń padà bọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ ṣe ní tí a fi ṣe. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí o. Yorùbá nation no going back. No going back yẹn sọ pé no going back náà ni. Bye for now. Koikimedia bringing the work closer to your doorstep. Kedio Seni, thank you so much, everyone. If I didn't mention your name, Shegwano, you can be rest assured that your name is already in the book of Elédùmarè for being one of those that want our people to be free. Mukia Yoruba Nation now on Twitter Space and the rest of you that have joined us as well. Have a great afternoon. Bye for now.